Hi. All right, so today we're going to talk about mental calmness, mental health, and anxiety reduction using natural remedies, of course. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to give you some lifestyle tips first before we get into the remedies. So I have 3 tips for you, and there are some basic habits that you want to try and work on acquiring. Number 1 is deep breathing practices along with stretching. All right, so when you do deep breathing and stretching, it actually helps to get rid of some of the physical tension that you may feel in your body, like your shoulders may be feeling tight, your back, your muscles in your body. So doing stretching helps. And if you don't know what to do, oh my goodness, there are so many videos you can Google. All right, so do some Googling and find some YouTube videos that you can follow and try and incorporate that into your exercise daily. The second thing I'm going to suggest is how you start your day. My strong suggestion would be to do prayer and meditation, or a combination, or either or, first thing in the morning. So get up out of your bed, find a quiet place in your home, and spend about 15 to 20 minutes doing some prayer and meditation. This helps with changing your brain chemistry. We know that there are actually clinical studies to prove that. Improving your serotonin, your happy hormone, helping you with your perspective of stress, so helping you to face your day, helping you to manage a very stressful environment. So start your day peacefully with prayer and meditation, and it will make a difference. Okay, and then the last thing on my lifestyle tips would be exercise, vigorous cardiovascular exercise. So anything that raises your heart rate and maintains an elevated heart rate for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Now, I know a lot of you are on lockdown, that you may not be able to get outdoors and do exercise, but you can absolutely do some cardiovascular exercise indoors. And again, you can do some Googling about living room exercise or workouts that you don't even need equipment for. All right, and the reason why I'm stressing cardiovascular exercise is because, again, it helps with how your body is reacting to stress. And if you do consistent cardiovascular exercise, it's going to up your mood because it raises your serotonin levels, and that again is our happy hormone. All right, so those are my 3 lifestyle tips. Okay, now we're going to go into the supplement remedies. Okay, so firstly, we'll start with what I call foundational nutrients. So these are remedies or supplements that I would suggest anyone who is in a stressful environment should be taking, even if you don't have symptoms. So you can use this as a preventative measure to help your body to appropriately manage unremittent stress. Okay, so number 1 on my list would be magnesium, and actually I'm going to highlight a particular brand today. Canprev is a Canadian company. They're a professional company. They do their own manufacturing, formulating, and they have great quality control. And they have a product called Magnesium Sleep. So for a lot of us, we are struggling with healthy sleeping patterns. Their magnesium product relaxes muscles and nerves, but it also contains something called GABA, and it also has melatonin. So it helps us with that racing brain, that racing mind. You're physically tired and you can't get to sleep. You're physically tired, but your brain is still busy. So GABA helps with calming that down. And then, of course, melatonin helps with resetting that sleeping pattern. So that's a really good remedy to take before bed, just to ensure that you're getting a nice, deep, relaxed sleep, because that's when we recover. And if we don't get good sleep, then we're going to be struggling with managing our day. All right, so that's number 1 on my list. The next thing I would suggest that you consistently take is a B complex. So vitamin B in general, the whole B vitamin family, is really important for stress management, for anxiety, and for your nervous system. But there's a particular B vitamin, vitamin B6 pyridoxine, that's very important for anxiety management. Now, there's a brand called Sisu, which is a Canadian company, and they have a B complex called B Calm. And their B complex has, the full B vitamin family, but it's higher on the vitamin B6. And they also incorporate a herbal called rhodiola, which is a Siberian ginseng, so it's an adaptogenic herbal. So this is a herbal that helps our bodies to adapt to stress. So we have better stress adaptation. We are less likely to have anxiety, nervousness, or not feeling mentally calm. So you can use the B complex twice a day. The recommendation is 1 capsule twice a day, and I would suggest you do one with your breakfast in the morning and then a second one with your lunchtime. What it'll also do is it'll help to keep your energy levels more stable through the back end of your day. And then lastly, 2 things I would suggest in your vitamins and essential fats. Omega-3 and vitamin D. They kind of go together. And I'm going to highlight 2 companies here. In the omega-3 category, I actually like the New Chapter company. They have a product called WHOLEMEGA. So they use wild Alaskan salmon. So they are wild harvested. They're not farmed. So they're very clean. They're tested for heavy metals, PCBs, and other environmental contaminants. But we know that the Alaskan salmon is the cleanest. Then they also cold press the salmon offcuts at the harbor. So you get this oil that's like an extra virgin olive oil. They don't use any heat, no chemicals to process it. So the final product actually is all of your omegas, not just omega-3, but all of your essential fats in one natural source. And they have some antioxidants to keep it nice and stable. It's in a capsule. You take 2 capsules once a day, and that actually covers all of your daily requirement for your essential fats. So if you were to take that, let's say for a week, it's the equivalent of eating like 3 whole salmon fillets every week. So you're getting all of your good fats, and those good fats are very important for your stress management, inflammation control, and we know that omega-3s are beneficial for the manufacture of those happy hormones, serotonin. So having a good amount of omega-3 will help you to feel emotionally better. Now, the reason why I suggest it with vitamin D, because we know vitamin D is also very important for helping us with our mood in the wintertime. In the northern countries, our vitamin D levels tend to drop quite a bit because we don't have enough sun. So we do need to supplement vitamin D. There's a new product from the avec company that's actually a vegan vitamin D. It's sourced from lichen, and they come in tablets. It's 1,000 international units, which is the standard dose. If your D is low, you may need to take a little bit more than that. But vitamin D and omega-3, they like each other. So try and take your omegas, like your WHOLEMEGA and your vitamin D supplement together. You'll get a better response. And also improving or elevating your vitamin D levels is going to help you with your mood, all right? And to prevent seasonal affective disorder, which is sad. That's when we feel sad and we don't feel motivated in the cold weather months. Okay, and now let's go on to some herbal remedies. I'm just going to keep this list pretty short. Number 1 on my list of herbal remedies, and this is something you can use if you are experiencing symptoms of anxiety or nervousness, and it's a herb called holy basil or tulsi. It's an Ayurvedic herbal. I'm recommending the New Chapter brand of the holy basil because they do something called a full spectrum extract, so a whole herb extract. So you get all of the active ingredients in the plant, all of the antioxidants, everything. They're also using traditional extracting methods, so you're getting good potencies. Now, holy basil is great for anxiety. It is great for helping us to have a clear mind. It's something I like recommending to people who are feeling anxious and can't concentrate. But as an aside, holy basil is also really good for digestive complaints. And for some of us, when we're feeling really anxious or stressed, we tend to feel it in our tummies. So holy basil, as an aside, is also going to help with treating that particular symptom. So it helps to soothe your digestive system, helps with mucosal membranes. So some people get acid reflux when they have lots of stress, and holy basil is really beneficial for protecting your esophagus and helping with regulating your digestive health. So again, that one I recommend once or twice a day. Again, morning and afternoon if you're going to do it twice a day. But it really helps to kind of calm down the anxiety without making you feel drowsy. All right, now the next herbal remedy is actually a root from a plant, and it's called kava. And what it does is it's really good if you're feeling super anxious, because kava has actually done some research studies to compare the root to a medication for treating anxiety. So kava doesn't have the same types of side effects as the anti-anxiety medication does. So it will make you feel calm and relaxed. and especially if you find that your anxiety is exceptionally elevated, it works really quickly. And the company that I like recommending, well, I'm going to give you two brands because one is quite costly. So one is the Botanica company. They have a kava root in a capsule, and the reason why they're a little bit more pricey is because they're actually using a liquid extract inside the capsule, so the response time may be a little bit quicker because anything in a liquid is going to give you a faster result. As an alternative, the Natural Factors company also has a kava root capsule, but it's in a dry form, so it's a little bit of a slower acting one. They're actually exactly the same dose in active ingredients. The cavalactones are both at 75 milligrams, which is the standard recommendation. But you may find the Natural Factors product a little bit less expensive, so that's a good option. So that equivalently, their potencies are equivalent, because you can use either one of them. And one thing to remember with kava, please be mindful of the brands that you purchase. The brands that I'm recommending are well tolerated, they're properly manufactured, they're batch tested, it's only coming from the root of the plant, no other parts of the plant are included. You have to keep that in mind, because kava had a little bit of a bad rap a while ago because people were having issues with liver issues and liver irritation. So you want to make sure that you're getting a good quality kava. So that's why I recommend those two brands, because they have excellent quality control. And please keep in mind, if you're taking any prescription medication, speak to your natural health practitioner before you use kava, just to make sure that it's safe for you to use. All right, so don't self-medicate if you're on prescription medication already, and that's any kind of prescription medication. All right, now the last remedy that I'm going to suggest is more for anxiety and mild to moderate depression. Now this company is a company from Germany. It's called the Pascoe company, and their product is called Neurapas. And what Neurapas is, it's a combination of 3 ingredients. It has St. John's wort, which is really heavily researched for mild to moderate depression and anxiety. It has valerian, which is a nervine tonic. It really chills you out. It relaxes the nerves, makes you feel super calm. People even use it in higher doses for sleeping. And then the third ingredient is passion flower, which also has been researched by this company for treating anxiety. So here you have this really good combination of 3 herbals that are dealing with depression, anxiety, and nervousness all together in one product. It's a fabulous product. It's taken 3 times a day. They come in little tablets. You take 2 tablets with each meal. You can start with a lower dose if you want, and then graduate upwards if you'd like. You can kind of experiment with that. But Pascoe is well respected, and as I mentioned, they do have loads of clinical studies to support their products. All right, so that's everything I have for you today. Hope that was helpful. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and yes, hit that notification bell so you'll know when next I post new videos. Have a wonderful day and keep well.